Competency hearing in Brown County Court today for the man accused of stabbing two people. Nang Vu faces one felony charge of second-degree recklessly endangering safety, along with several misdemeanors. The judge adding use of a dangerous weapon modifiers to all but one charge. Those charges stemming from the incident that happened earlier this month after an 18-year-old man and a 56-year-old man reported being stabbed near Danz Park in Green Bay. Both men survived the attack with minor injuries. Vu was taken into custody hours later. Today in court, the 77-year-old ordered to complete an exam within 30 days to ensure he's competent to stand trial or participate in any court proceedings. Nang Vu will be back in court November 17th. Both parties will determine if a formal hearing with the doctor is needed.